This is the video of my Shirdi journey. I had planned a simple visit, but what I found in Shirdi was more than I ever searched for. The journey started in the train to Pune. I was filled with excitement, curious to know who Sainath was, what his life was like, and how the sacred history of this place unfolded. I don't know that this journey would stay with me forever. So let's begin our journey. This is the grand Shirdi Arch. From here, the sacred Shirdi village starts. You can see the stone, which is called Nilaipadi. This is the point where the sacred path into Shirdi begins. Opposite to the Grand Arch, there is a Maruti temple. It is dedicated to Lord Hanuman. From here, on the right side, we have Chavdi, where Baba used to sleep on alternate days. It is also the place where Baba used to meet and address the people. Even today, the aura of devotion here is deeply felt. The Chavdi is divided into two sections. One side is for men and other for women. Both the spaces are open for darshan and each hold its own spiritual silence. And on the left side is Dwaraka Mai, where Baba used to spend most of his time. So it is where Sai Baba lived and served his people. The eternal fire, Duni, he lit, still burns today, offering warmth and healing. In this sacred space, Baba sat on a simple stone, cooked for his devotees, and gave Udi that cured not just bodies but souls. Dwarakamai is not just a place, it's where the divine lived like one of us. Then we walked through the nearby lands of Shirdi, the same paths where Sai Baba once walked. Among the quiet corners of Shirdi lies the resting place of Lakshmi Ba Shinde, the only woman who had the fortune to receive Sai Baba's final gift. In her hands, Baba placed 9 coins just before took his last breath, which is indicative of the 9 types of devotion. Next, we visited the house of Mahalsapati, the priest of Kandoba temple, and he is one of the Baba's devotee. In his house, inside his house, we have seen kafni, coins, and Baba's padagas. Then we moved to the places where Sainath had Bhiksha. First house we saw was Bayaji's house. This is the second house where Baba used to take Bhiksha. The final house Baba used to take a Bhiksha was Nandara Marwadi house, which is opposite to Dwaraka Ma. Some of the other houses Baba visited have now turned into shop, but even amidst the modernity, the signboard stood as a memory markers like he had a Bhiksha here. After those sacred houses, we walked towards the Abdul Baba Masjid, the place related with the ladder story connected with Radha Krishnamai. We stood quietly and imagining the moment, the ladder, and the people and the presence of Sai Baba. Just a few meters from the Dwaraka Mai stands the house of Shama, Sai Baba's closest companion. You will find the modest home with a simple signboard. Until recently, it was still occupied by his daughter in law. She passed away just last year. Then we visited to Kandoba temple where Mahalsapati was once the priest. Inside the sanctum, we saw Shiva, Parvati, and Ganga. The priest Mahalsapati greeted him with Ao Sai, which means welcome Sai, from which Baba's name originated. The place by the roadside, a tree where Baba used to rest during his travel. We got on for a while and I looked around, imagining Baba sitting there under the shade. Among all the places in Shirdi and nearby, there was one home that held a special place in Baba's heart, the house of Kushal Chand. In his lifetime, Sai Baba never entered anyone's house except this one. Baba would usually sit on the neem trees outside the devotee's home, but to Kushal Chand's house, He would walk in lovingly like a family member. That alone speaks of the bond they shared, not just a devotion but deep love. Even today, the house stands almost untouched by time. In this house, there is even a small tunnel built for protection during a wartime. Even today, the same arch, the same wooden pillars, the steps, the windows, everything has been preserved exactly as it was 100 years ago. We saw the very spot where Baba used to sit every evening. A lamp is still lit there in his memory. And most importantly, the first ever photograph of Sai Baba, the one where he seated straight, looking directly into the camera, was taken right here in this house. All other images we know today are just drawings, but this home hold history, love, presence, all in silence. It was a moment beyond words to stand before the first and only photograph taken of Sai Baba during his lifetime. His gaze so calm, so powerful. It felt as though he was still watching over us. In that silent frame, we saw not just a photo, but a living presence, a testimony of his divinity captured forever. To witness it in the very house he walked into with love. It was a blessing, a rare moment of happiness that touched the soul. Shirdi is not just a village, it's a heartbeat of devotion. Every stone, every breeze, every corner carries the presence of Sai Baba. Walking through those sacred paths, we didn't just see history, we felt grace, whether it was Dwarakamai, the neem tree, or the homes of his devotees. Everything whispered stories of love, surrender, and miracles. Time moves slower here, as if Baba still walks among his people, silently blessing every soul who comes seeking. In this house, looking his photograph, his eyes in that photo, I felt like he was still listening. Then came the most unexpected part of the journey, a hidden cave where Sainath had meditated. It was not widely known. I felt blessed how many people get to witness something like this. We began the trek up to the hill. It was not just a cave, it was a holy cave, the exact spot where Sainath himself spent some years, a period of intense meditation and deep realization. I think that can be explained in mere words. At last, a heartfelt thanks to Ramesh uncle who didn't just take us around Shirdi but brought every story of Sai Baba to life with love and devotion. Through his words, we didn't just see the places, we felt Baba's presence in every step. This journey became divine because of him. This trip to Shirdi was not just a journey, it was a blessing that touched the soul and stayed in the heart forever. Thank you.